Trovo. Guys, back live for another Meseeks Madness Royale. It's your boy Verdict, and we are about getting ready for game number 1. Good God, I need to shut up. It's been a long day, guys. I literally almost botched that. Thank God I've got Gil Mania in the building. Gil, how you doing today, my sir?
Yo, what's up? I'm doing great. I'm doing just fine. I had a little bit of a sore throat earlier, but I do feel better now. And how not if I do get to see a lobby as we have right here on which someone else just joined. 98 people total we have as we speak right now, Verdict.
Yo, this is going to be a poppin' lobby, bro. Anybody that you see that we should be, excited to watch. I see Sun in the building. That's huge.
Yo.
Resumes in the building for Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a look at SGH has got a full squad. Wrecked by Reapers has got a full squad. Eclipse, full squad. And if I'm not mistaken, bro, I think this is that the same Eclipse team that popped off in the 1SD tournament earlier, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Uh,
I think
huh.
Echo sent me a message and showed me like literally where they dropped like 67 kills on 115 placement points. Literally dropped 450 points in one game. So super excited as I do see Meseeks, Beerus, and
Mm-hmm.
Mythic, and all these guys. We finally got a Meseeks team in the lobby, and that should be interesting, right?
Yes, sir, indeed. Bears Mythic, KR, and there was someone else. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it'd be nice to see it. Overall, I do see quite a few teams that filled in for two rosters. Eclipse is going to have the esports and lunar version of it. I do see Tragic, of course, once again having NA and EU, which if you missed it, you should rewatch last week. Like, EU was running the lobby like crazy. It's really, really worth watching. Also, we're going to have both Wicked rosters, esports and elite. As of right now, I think that's all I see in here, but it should be pretty okay, pretty freaking solid. And now we're gonna be getting geared up for game number 1. Less than 40 seconds for us to start now.
Yep, less than 40 seconds, and we're going to have 4 games to air. We saw how last week was. You just mentioned it. Tragic EU just came through, wrecked the lobby, literally dropped 288 points, if I'm not mistaken, and 81 kills. Literally had everyone beat by 30-plus points. And now is going to be a moment of redemption as we do have all of these teams loaded in. We got about 15 seconds for the jump. This is a Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, and SXC Figure Sleeve sponsored event, guys. So make sure you show some love to those guys who come in week in, week out, and make sure that we got the absolute best for you guys. Game number 1. Who are we going to be on board with first? I'm going to take a look at the map. And we got a flight pattern that goes from the north side of Harbor all the way down to the bottom portion of Countdown. This is going to be interesting as I see one platform, which is going to be on the outskirts of Heat. Not sure if anybody's going to go there, but if anybody did, that could be some easy free loot. I mean, literally, you can hit it, hit that secure area, and I'm sure there's going to be hella teams there.
We can land here.
Yeah, that extra area that you can go through by using the airborne as the jump leader is always good and should be doable if anyone wants to go there. I do want to mention the fact that, I don't know if you've noticed, but more often than not, we get a flight pattern at the beginning that actually allows for most of the area of the map to be covered, right? Like, that's pretty good. Sometimes you get it, like, you can access, like, 2/3 of it, but I would say that at least 90% of the games we get it like this.
90% of the games is right. Now I'm going to be on board with Wicked Church and Wicked Elite, who are going to be on the outskirts here of Frigid Wetland. 2 teams in the vicinity. It's going to be Exotic and Team 21. Is that Maniac Aces? It was last week. I don't know if it's the same. Nope, that's SNS. We're going to see some shots being taken. Nasty on Trovo, going to bite some bullets. And Nasty was also on SNS last week, so interested to see them there. Taz going to drop one. We're going to go ahead and jump over to Taz's point of view now as everyone just going to kind of camp at the top side of this building, and he's got the Outlaw doing a pretty decent job so far.
Yeah, with 3 teams in here, we're starting to see some action. Unfortunately for the team, wait, no, that's a spectator glitch. For most of the teams, they have not lost that many players. I think that SNS ended up losing, or we're close to losing one. No, they actually got the one kill. It was Taz, the one that killed in there. And I mean, as we're talking elsewhere, there's gonna be another fight where Complex just got taken out by Rumble. I'm trying to look at the minimap, and there's a couple areas that are kind of congested. Dog and the outskirts of it, there's people in there, also in states. I can only wonder, like, should we stay in here or do we go to another one?
Let's go to another one, man. They're kind of camping it out. I'm not kind of feeling that vibe. I want to get some action where we'll actually be able to see teams take it on. As soon as I say that, actually, I do see Taz actually get taken down. The push comes through. Exotic going to get 1, 2. Church going to be there on the trades as well. And this is actually turning out to be a decent little third party here for the guys over at Wicked, but I don't think they've been able to really capitalize on it as much as Exotic and SNS have. I believe they have a multitude of kills, but Church actually getting credit for 1 there as he does push the building. He's going to get slide peek from the top side of the building, and he is going to get the kill with Ricky alongside. We going to be res there, and that's actually going to bring, what, 1 team left in the area now? SNS is out, or do they have 1 more left?
No, SNS still have 1 more player. I do want to mention Exotic was able to actually steal the kills from Wicked onto SNS roster, but ultimately paid the biggest price by getting killed themselves. So at the end of the day, Wicked did ended up with 3 kills total, and SNS only has 1 more player alive. I don't know if he was able to get the dog tags, but if he didn't, it would be pretty risky to come back for them, as he still has 4 Wicked players in the area that are not going to make it any easier for him. As that fight is over, I think we could jump over at State, where I think the fight actually just like got over. It was wrecked by Reapers, and they got the 4 kills in there, so never mind.
We'll bounce over to Team 7 as they're going to be making their way to Team 17. That's going to be Bot in action. We're going to see the push come to shove, and Team 17, Eclipse, actually going to be in Antelope. The vehicular manslaughter to ensue. Huani going to be knocked down. We going to take down Block. That SNS team back and forth trading blows, and the push coming back through as the Antelope doing a little bit of damage here. Eclipse going to have a little bit of a decent hold up top, and that's going to be Lexi dropping. VIP Dapio actually going to be, or Datboy, I'm sorry. J2 going to be last 2 alive. Datboy going to get dropped quick, and Team 17 looking to make mincemeat of this bot roster, doing a decent job so far.
Yeah, they've gotten 3 of them already. That car just so clutch, getting rid of that first player and then just pushing them onto an awkward position right now. J2 from the bot squad trying to run away as far away as possible. Might be able to survive, but not the best fight that they could have gotten. And really, really well done. I want to give props to the side of Eclipse. This Eclipse Esports roster with 3 kills already are going to be in a good spot. And looking at the general area of the minimap, I think we would jump onto the squad of Maniac Aces on the 13, where Jay is the only one alive. Papa Taco is going to be... Oh, look at that. There's someone named Papa Taco who unfortunately got knocked. I think Jay may be able to get the tags, but on the outskirts of that area, you know who that is? That is going to be Tragic in a sort of like, I guess, waiting for Jay to go by.
Yeah, they're going to be waiting for a little bit, but is that NA or is that EU?
Is the number 1, it's EU.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. So Tragic EU going to be waiting for the last player alive, but it doesn't look like they're going to be sticking around too much longer, as they're going to opt to push in the hoopty. Who's driving? That's going to be Morlag. So take a look at the minimap. A lot of action still left, as I see 2 teams converging on the outskirt of Crash. That's going to be Team 18 Eclipse and 17 second Eclipse team. First and second. I don't know which one's the first or second. I couldn't really tell you, but based off what I'm seeing here, the shots, as King Gamer does take down 1 EMP player in the background. Game number 1. 19 teams left, 68 players alive. Still plenty of action here left in this first game.
Yeah, the Eclipse on Eclipse action might happen as they are sort of chasing one another on the Antelopes. Right now I do see Young and Omega in one of these cars4 going behind the second Eclipse roster onto the 18. And there's people all over the place. There's 4 cars total in this action right now. They're gonna crash into one another. They're gonna start shooting, and the car from the Eclipse Esports, that's gonna be the 17, is actually already on smoke pattern, so could be blowing up pretty soon if they are not cautious enough. fight is gonna continue in there, and to Pipeline, I think we could jump on there. There's gonna be plenty of action in there. If we go with Wicked, no, that's not Wicked. That's 15. That's NKCE.
That new
I think that's
crew?
New Killer Crew, right?
Gotcha, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, New Killer Crew is gonna be in the area, and their tree gonna get a kill in there for the squad. Gonna be some sort of not in an awkward position, but at the same time gonna be able to res back his allied Ecstatic.
We're going to see Sange and Team Bot, the second squad of the spot rosters that have registered. Actually, NRN going to be getting some laser shots. Is that the M4 LMG? That thing had some decent recoil to it. Gotta say, he handled it pretty well. NRN going to get the push to come through. Oh man, is that Affiliate on the back skirts of the hill? We're actually going to be able to see the third party come through as shots are going to take off, and we're going to see the airborne push coming in. And I don't know if they want this smoke, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a pretty, you know, sweaty little top hill area that Affiliate has, and I don't think Team 15 has a full roster to compete with. As a matter of fact, we're going to see one of the players from Team 14 actually coming through, getting some loot. Lala actually going to take some bullets. They are going to be taken down, and Careless going to be the last one alive for that squad. New Killer Crew up to 5 kills, looking pretty decent so far. D-Tree going to be taken down, and I think that is that Team 9? Is that Wicked? Oh, man, this is a little bit more than anticipated for these guys, as Wicked going to be on the opposite side. These guys are kind of pinched here. New Killer Crew is looking pretty decent off the rip now. Looking like they're going to be sandwiched in between two teams. And as I said that, it looks like Affiliate may have opted for another push.
Affiliate decided to go elsewhere, but Nuclear Crew still trying to go for the bot squad, and not going to work out, as Oliver actually gets the knock onto Ecstasis. I'm going to call him Tassis, the name between the X. And Nuclear Crew is actually with a single player now. That is NRN. Just getting into the heels, not looking for any more action no more. So I think we could jump off with Affiliate once again, who are going to be encountering against EMP quite soon, I would say. Because there's 2 of them, I believe, that just got rest back. So that's a really, really bad spot to be at. And I think there's a slight chance that Affiliate was able to cut onto what was going on. And on top of that, we're going to have Squad 17 Eclipse Esports getting into the area with their Antelopes.
Game slowly developing as now we're getting into the finishing of this second circle, third coming through. The push is going to come through. Draco actually going to get one. And Draco going to drop quick. But Draco going to be revenged. Yes, Apex going to be 8 health and only 1 player left alive for Team 4. They're going to be heading for the hills. I don't blame them. That's going to be Abal's. Abal's actually going to be right here on top of this bridge structure. And all of Affiliate are in the vicinity. They're going to get the res off. And
wow, that's...
I don't think... Oh,
that was
man, wow.
So risky.
That was...
I guess he just didn't know that everyone was in there. He just wanted to go for the res. And ended up paying the price. That's going to be the end of the road for EMP. And kill number 5 for the Affiliate squad that have all the loot for themselves. And if we go look at the Nuketown area, maybe that Tragic NA squad could be starting
we're going to be
up onto another different fight in here.
Are they in Nuketown or are they at Docks? Because I'm looking at it. And Tragic...
Oh, I meant Tragic NA.
Oh, Tragic NA. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Let's go over there. Let's see. I just had their team up. There we go. That's going to be basic. Oh, this is a pretty sweet team. King Gamer, too. That is a sexy roster, if I don't say so myself. King Gamer going to get a knock on 1. He's up to 3 kills so far. Ghost Ride the Whip did SGH. I just saw one on a motorcycle, literally spectator glitch. He rode past and wasn't anybody on it, but you could obviously tell someone was driving it.
Yeah. Right now, actually, I think it's gonna be the NA roster from Tragic, the one that has 1 more kill over EU. And overall, last week, I think we did see one really, really great game coming out of Tragic NA, and right now they are starting to have one as well. As Ultra gets a knock with a gas grenade, Ultra gets another one with the AK-47, and Basic finishes up another player from Eclipse roster that both of them are gonna be bleeding quite a lot. It's only gonna be AC and AIM that are also in the middle of a different fight. Omega gets the knock onto AC. Now some Eclipse onto Eclipse fight. Some blood being dropped onto the ground, and AIM is gonna be the last hope remaining for the Eclipse Lunar roster of them. Right now, just trying to hide it out, and I think we can go with the squad number 10, Wicked. I think this is Wicked Esports. Or yeah, I think this is Wicked Esports, right?
This is Wicked Main. This is Sun, Resume will actually sub it in. I'm not 100% sure if this is just a roster change for this particular game or this particular series, or if this is something that they are going to be running moving forward. But certainly interesting. He has been a literally a carry for the Wicked Elite team and has done it consistently more times than any. Rose picking up a 3-piece there. Is that the Outlaw that he was using, or was that a custom Arctic? Yeah, that's a custom Arctic. Never mind. No, it's going to be a legendary one. Interesting skin, though, as I do see Thongy in the kill feed as well. Going to take one out on... Oh, my God, Thongy, what are you doing, bro? They have 15 kills.
They do? Oh, they do. They're ruling the world as well. Like... There's going to be quite a few teams in this game number 1 that are getting a solid amount of kills, but it's going to be Wicked Elite, the one that is ringing the most. 15 total. Unfortunately for them, we just got knocked out by none other than Morlek from Tragic. That is going to be the Tragic NA roster. One less player for them, fortunately enough. Church was revived back. I think Ricky right now from Wicked Elite is trying to take revenge over his dead allied. And I think I said it wrong. I think Morlek was from Tragic EU, actually. So,
I think
yeah,
Rick
still going for it.
EU, but it doesn't look like... Oh, no, there's all of Tragic up there. I'm looking at this hilltop, and I only see one body up. It's like more like it's lasers, but the trades come in. Chiz.
And Fongy is getting there, too.
Is that affiliate coming through? Oh my God, Tragic EU looking pretty desperate right here. We're gonna see Chiz on board. He's gonna jump off, and now this is gonna be a moment of clarity for the Tragic EU team. We're gonna see him get his health off. He's got 30 seconds to get these tags scanned. Got some decent positioning. He should be able to do this successfully, but Team 5 actually gonna be on the outskirts, and that's SE. They don't actually see him though. Oh no, Carlos does.
Engaging the enemies.
But he's literally taking the shots with a PT-19 Bison. Rip.
It could be a pretty interesting fight in there between the... who was it? Spectrum Esports in there, quite close to the bot battery in there. They get killed first. Blazemog got knocked out. It's only Carlos and Coldshot in here trying to survive. At the same time, I do see Coldshot with his sniper getting a single shot onto one of the Tragic EU players, but pretty risky sort of play. Like, he literally has 2 enemies behind him and he knew about them. He was like, you know what, I don't even care, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing. So far 2 of their allies are down, so SE in a really vulnerable spot.
See Thongy drop early, or not Thongy, but more like drop early, as Thongy actually is going to be the aggressor. And that's going to be another kill for that. Oh my God, shoot. Just violating some of these Wreck by Reapers players. Ravon going to fire back now, and that is going to do it for one of those EU players, Tragic EU players. More like taking some shots. Ravon absolutely turned on him. We're getting into this final zone here, and game number 1 starting to turn into a sweat fest. Got to see how the guys over at Wicked Elite are doing now, as they've racked up 20 kills so far. Ricky, 1 shot. No, he's 42 health. It looked like he was 0 for a second. Now we're going to have this... You said it was, what esports? Spectrum?
Yeah, Spectrum Esports, indeed.
I think they are wiped out completely, though. As I'm looking at it, I don't think I see anybody left. As they were on top of this hill, they are all gone now.
So there's quite a few teams with a bunch of kills. It's going to be Wicked with 21. There's going to be Tragic NA with 15. Wicked Main with 9. And there's also Aphelion with a great start, I would say 13 for them, and still a 4 players strong in here. King Gamer gonna get a knock, Ricky gonna get a different one. Only 22 players remaining, 10 squads total. That's an average of 2 players per team, but that's not exactly what you see in the slot. That's mainly because there's a couple of teams that only have a single player, aka Chaos from Nuclear's crew has been left alone with NRN. And although they have 9 kills, having only 2 players at this point, it is not good for you.
It's not good. Tragic in A doing hella things here, as I just saw resume drop. Rosé's actually going to be the last player alive. He's going to be playing his life. He's going to get a cheeky shot on Dior. Dior down, another player pushing in. Draco lasered. Plays his broken wall so well. Aphelion wants the thirst, but they can't find Rosé. He's only got about 34 health. He needs to find an opportunity to get a health in. But the shots, whoa, not miss. Bro literally violated 2 players back to back, and we're able to heal off. We're going to see him dance into the sun here, as he is actually going to get away with his life. And now he's going to have to play for a little bit more positioning here. The little less aggressive is it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. These placement points are going to be major, and he has multiple teams in the area, but it doesn't look like they want the smoke either. They're actually just kind of hiding in buildings.
Yeah, right now there's a couple of teams that are actually rushing for kills, but overall teams are trying to position themselves in the best spot that they can see. I see that bot Lexi is not moving too much. Apex is not moving quite a lot. Oliver is sort of positioning himself in one of these warehouses. But like I mentioned, I think it could be only Tragic NA that is seeking for blood, as they have the height advantage as well.
Yeah, Tragic NA just continuing to make it rain. 19 kills already. Taking some shots on Apex. That last Aphelion player, Chaos, actually going to be... Oh my god, Ravon, dude, where are you even shooting from, bro? Literally just lasered basic down off the top of this kind of little construction area, but he's going to bite the dust here. Surely no. King Gamer does find him. The res comes through on basic, I believe. Yes. Yes, no, he's down yet again. Not going to be able to get this res off. That's tough, bro. At this point, you might want to you know, point out all your losses. And now King Gamer going to be the aggressor. He's going to get one. Apex rotating inside the building, taking cover. We're going to see the push come through. King Gamer going to get the better of that trade. And now, game number 1 going in favor of the guys over at Tragic NA.
You guys were happy about Tragic EU? Well, let me tell you all about Tragic NA taking victory. Wait, no, was that a Tragic at the end who ended up winning, or was it Wicked? I think it was Tragic, right? Tragic NA?
Yeah, Tragic NA.
Tragic with, that's gonna be 26? I want to say 26, I'm not too sure. 23, sorry. 23 kills in there for Tragic NA, taking that victory with 4 players as well. You know, Basic was down for quite a bit, but they find a way to not let him die. I think that was Raven you said that killed him, right? Well, Raven ended up dying prior to that, so you'll know what happens if you get killed prior to you finishing up a kill. That's not a point for you. So 1 less for them. And on top 2, we're gonna have the Wicked main roster, in which Rosé carried heavily on their favor. 12 kills with Rosé alone on that game.
Yeah, Rosé absolutely popped off. Literally came in with a 4x duffel bag. Put Sun, Will, and Resume on his back. 12 kills, just an absolute beast. They take second place at a 14-kill margin there. Got to give it to Aphelion, though. 13 kills, definitely not to be shy about in third place, but the guys over at Tragic NA just making mincemeat of this lobby. 23 kills, but got to look at Wicked Elite. Ball drop there. 23 kills at a 10th place spot. That's not good. I mean, it's great because you got 23 kills, but the, ability, to finish higher could have, could have prevailed. A little bit more aggressive than reserve. We saw Rosé take on 2 fights. They were on their own, but they played absolutely well. They were the last player alive for the last 5 minutes of the game, and literally picked up 4 more kills after being the last player alive. So you can play aggressive, but you don't have to be, out overextending or finding yourself in compromising position. And the guys over at Tragic NA just barrel teams here in game number 1 with massive map position. Literally held the top of that little, I don't even know what the hell you call that, the crane area, construction, whatever.
That construction, I wouldn't
Yeah,
even be able to call it
yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
Also, Verdict, I wanted to ask you, when was the last time that we have a top 10 finishing team with 23 kills? Because that's gonna be the case of Wicked Elite in here. 23 kills for them. Only a top 10, not bringing the most leaderboard point, but those 23 kills gotta do something. And I wouldn't be surprised if they would be like close to top 5 or even in that top 5 contesting area.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've seen 2 teams put 20 plus on the board, and also one finishing 10th and then one finishing first. That's kind of like the weirdest situation you could have, right? Two teams, 23 plus or 20 plus kills. One finishes 10th, one finishes first. That'll just paint you a picture of what if these guys over at Wicked Elite have played a little bit more conservative towards the end, getting into that dockside area. Circles getting smaller and smaller, and Jesus Christ, bro, everybody just started condensing, bodies dropping left and right, and you got to think ahead of the situation, and that's exactly what Tragic NA did there. They played for great placement and a balance of kills, so got to commend them for their efforts as they take the bag in game number 1, and bro, we've got ourselves a series now. Second game coming through, Grim making the treasure box on Verdict's channel. Let's go, Grim.
Hey, there you go. So that is gonna be a treasure box for some elixir. So one of those that is quite easy for you to join. If you are hearing to us speaking, like you're pretty much halfway there. The other part of it, only a single message. You do it, and you'll be participating for it. So make sure you join for that treasure box. So as we are done with game number 1, I mean, there was plenty of teams with double digits, right? It was Tragic NA, it was Wicked Main, Wicked Elite. We also had Aphelion as well. It was also who's team 15? I sort of forgot. Nuclear's crew ended up with over 10 kills as well. That's the stuff the stuff that happens when you have that many people condensed in a single lobby. But at the same time, like those are extraordinary numbers, I would say, because we're not in just a public kind of game, right? This is a competitive scene, and dropping double digits is not easy, and having so many people doing it is quite impressive, I would say.
Oh, it's very impressive. We're actually going to get geared up for game number 2. I'm looking for some of these teams to put double digits up again. Normally, we see like 1 or 2 teams popping with like 20 or 15 plus kills, and then maybe 1 or 2 teams with like 10 to 12. Not this game, dude. This was a different kind of experience now, as we got 94 players in the lobby, 95 now, as we see one of the Meseeks players shuffling in. This is about to be another game where we see just constant, circulation of players coming in and out, being dropped. And when you have the opportunity to get those tags in, it's going to make for, these high kill games. So these teams getting 3 players off the rip, leaving 1 alive to clutch, that's giving some of these other teams the opportunity to feed on kills. And that's exactly what you saw with Wicked Elite. If I'm not mistaken, that's how they ran this game. 23 kills, and they finished 10th. They were literally on pace to finish with like 30 plus kills, right?
Easily, I 100% agree with you that could have been the case, but like you mentioned, it came up to a point where there was so many people gathered around. They took a fight that I would say that was not the best for them. Ended up losing. I think it was 2 or 3 players, and losing so many players with so many enemies still on your surroundings is just not gonna be the best case scenario. We're gonna be getting geared up for game number 2, and before we start with that game, I'm gonna leave you for a minute or two. I gotta get myself some water, okay?
That is quite all right, my guy. Go handle your business. We have plenty of action left here in game number 2, as we have one team probably going to be at least 30 points ahead of the competition. I think they had 23 kills and first place finish. That's going to be massive as we're getting geared up to jump into game number 2. Predictions chat. Will Wicked Elite be able to maintain their urge and play for a little bit better positioning here, or they're just going to continue to run lobby and Tragic NA just playing with better positioning, picking up the exact same kills? I'm looking to see how Affiliate play this game is. They're definitely going to be the ones who, I'm expected to pop off after a phenomenal first start. Wicked main, I'm looking for Sun and the rest of the guys, Resume and Will, to get out of Rose's backpack. That guy literally carried 12 kills solo. Just ridiculous. As we do see. Come on, guys. Get your acts together. Still reviewing results. Come on. Guys. Come on.
Hey, Verdict.
Hey.
Can the stream hear me?
Yes, do they not need to? Okay, you're muted. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. There we go. Good deal. All right, that is Echo trying to get everything situated for... Literally couldn't start. Everyone else was, trying to get their shit together too. But game number 2, we won't hold back any further. Expectations. We got high hopes for this lobby. 94 players and counting. 24 out of 25 teams. This is about as jam-packed as one lobby can be.
Yes, sir, indeed. And we're less than 30 seconds away from watching the second game of the night. Second out of 4, as all of you already know. Also, I think, I don't know, we talked about the second giveaway that is active in there. And not for Elixir, but for some finger sleeves. So, gonna be the same deal as before. Make sure you follow the easy steps for you to be participating in. And if you are a winner of those, make sure you get in contact with Grimity, who's gonna follow you, guide you through the steps for you to claim your prize. That's gonna be the start of game number 2. This time around, there is again a platform and sort of at the same distance, a little bit closer. So I would hope for at least a team or two to go to that area, but we know that I think as time goes forward, less and less people want to go there first, because they know the risk of going there.
Yeah, they do. They know there's a high risk, but also a high reward. I think I actually saw Wicked Main go there early on last game, so they were able to get uncontested loot, plenty of stuff to grab. We're going to see them heading in that general area this game, and it looks like Team 14 going to head for standoff, so they are not going to be contested. 2 teams going to be dropping Harbor. We're going to drop all the way here to Nuketown, where I see 3 teams in the area. That's going to be Exotic. Team 21, which is S&S. As we're going to get geared up for game number 2 starting off. First blood, who's it going to be? SGH going to be in the vicinity. Josh trying to play these corners. He's doing a pretty decent job so far. Elena going to have a little bit of area covered there. And Play going to be taking some shots, not getting anything to land. SGH player, one's weak. Scoozy going to drop. Ricky going to drop. Oh my god, Wicked Elite. Dropping like flies right now.
Yeah, losing Ricky right over that. Thongi falls through as well. Only Church and we are going to be on track to follow against this tragic EU roster. And Church is actually down as well. So we is the only hope. And currently we only has an AMAX and a green 117. Obviously not the best case scenario, trying to go closer. But there's plenty of enemies in the area, and that's Tragic EU that we're talking about. They know the dangers of that. We decided to go for that rest anyway. Might be able to get it, but at the same time, there's also the New Killer Crew 2 that have 4 players. They don't seem to be too aggressive, but you go for the wrong turn, and you might encounter a player or 2 that are gonna start shooting at you.
Yeah, we're going to see, actually, Stassi's go down as Chiz, or actually, Stassi's going to get a knock. Chiz actually going to be knocked as well.
I'm hurt.
A little bit of traction here from this Wicked Elite team who are kind of pinched, dude. This is not a position you want to be in. We gonna be knocked. We gonna be thirsted church. Gonna be playing for some tags here, but not gonna have any kind of heals. Does have the medic perk, which could come in handy, but that is actually where we're gonna bail. We're gonna get out of there. I don't want to see that. I want to see Tragic and
Nuclear Crew
pop up, but right now Chu actually going to be the last player alive himself. So
they almost got eliminated too.
he did. He actually is going to get to the zip line pretty quickly, and Stassi's looking to get a thirst and can very well do it as he has the Outlaw in hand. We're seeing a lot more Outlaws being popped off here in Battle Royale as they dropped it in loot. Chu! This is an opportunity for him to clutch up, could very well do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be all the cards on his back, and the same goes for Church as well. The only player remaining for Wicked Elite. And now looking at the minimap on that Nuketown fight that we had earlier, well, ended up on a bloodfest as Exotic only has one player alive. SGH does have 3, I believe, but SNS sides ended up paying the price there. Exotic got a single kill. It's gonna be SGH, the one with the most taking out of that encounter, of which they got the full 4 kills for themselves. And I also looked at the feed on which one of the Meseeks players got knocked as well, calling it a day for them in game number 2. And I don't know if they were able to get a kill in here, but unfortunately getting taken out early.
Yeah, when you got a new team on the block, it's definitely difficult when you're going up against players like Maniac Aces. We've been doing this week in, week out. You got Wicked in the lobby. You've got Eclipse in the lobby. These guys know what they're doing. And the most important thing is you got to be consistent and stay consistent. You got to continue to practice with your team. You got to make sure that you're, on point in that aspect. And can't expect guys like that to come in and run a lobby like this. It's just not happening. As a matter of fact, I played 1 week of the Meseeks Madness Royale Pro. Let me tell you, it was the sweatiest games I've ever played in my life, dude. Literally, I think I rounded up with like 4 kills in 4 games total. It was pretty ridiculous. It's just a different level of competition. This is a GN ranked event. 5-minute stream delay. This is the real deal. This is top-tier players in every NA and EU region participating. Like, literally, they come in and they want to sweat. They want to put, this info on a clip. They want to see what they can do against teams like Affiliate, what they can do against teams like Wicked. Now, just a little bit of advice for that Meseeks team. Stick with it, guys.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a one-job thing. You gotta work your way there and start to realize that there's strategies that you gotta figure out when battling against teams that are so good at the game, because you cannot take it the same way that you might take any other lobbies, call it pubs, or even some open lobbies. That, of course, open lobbies are way more sweaty than pubs, but they are still not a scrim or a tournament per se. So in here, we're gonna have 21 squads still holding on strong, and I did see that the squad number 4, I was gonna say, they got eliminated as well. It seems like Tragic 2 is still alive. I don't know if he was able to get the dog tags, but as I'm watching him right now, Tragic 2 from Tragic EU, he doesn't have any healings for himself. So although he might, oh never mind, he just found a box, so seems like gonna be able to survive. What I'm not sure about is if he was able to get the dog tags, though.
Yeah, he might have. As I'm taking a look at it, Wicked Elite actually going to lose another player as Ricky on the backs of... I'm not sure who it was, but this little harbor area where we see our first drop. Going to have some action here sure enough, soon enough. Ricky going to drop. I believe he was coming back from the revive flight. And another player for Wicked Elite Church going to be outskirts of launch base making their way in. Wicked Main actually going to be back in full force, as I did see... Well, not Wicked Main, but Wicked Elite was back in full force, and that was Church who clutched those tags up. Church is now making their way back in. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Ricky came back from the revive flight and drops instantly. Rose and team going to be taking some shots here on this Hillside, where they have 4 players from Team 23. I am I'm not 100% sure what their team name is. I'll take a look at it, but
It's 1M. I don't know.
1M team. That's it. Good shit.
Yep, indeed. That's the
Can't
whole
make
name.
this stuff up.
Sometimes it's hard to come up with a name, you know.
Yeah.
When you have no, like, I'm one of those persons, one of those people that just cannot, like, if you tell me, okay, we got a team, what is gonna be the name of it? I'm gonna be like, I have no idea whatsoever. Like, I don't know how people come up with names, like Face, like, I don't know. It's just pretty tough for me, I guess.
Meseeks, man. Who came up with that grip? Huh?
That's a good question.
That's
I've
an OP
never...
name, though. I like it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know the backstory of it. I'm gonna be completely honest, but I'd like to know it if there is one.
You heard it from Gilmania himself. He wants to hear the backstory. Grim needs to know it. I know we're some Rick and Morty fans, but for copyright purposes, we can't say anything along those lines. Taking a look at the circle, it's going to be closing down. Oh my God! Look at the amount of teams here on the outskirts of the zone. Look at that, man. This is a difficult second game. As I'm looking at it, I don't see many teams with many kills on board. As a matter of fact, everything kind of just like split up off the bat. Wasn't a lot of action. We saw a few kills. New Killer Crew got the better of 2 teams, and that was Tragic EU and Wicked Elite. Church was able to clutch some tags up. They're going to be able to stay alive there. And taking a look at it, 3 players still alive for them, 4 players for the guys over in Wicked Main now. As I do see them heading towards the Black Market area. We've got a drop on the outskirts of it. And plenty of teams left to converge on, as we see a lot of teams still stuck outside the zone. This is going to be an interesting one. Team 5 we're going to be on board with, as they're going to be in the vicinity of Team 23, it looks like. Is that IM? Yeah, they just kind of rotated from one hill to the next and found themselves downtown.
Yeah, the Spectrum Esports players not really looking for a fight, but seems like they are gonna caught on to one pretty soon. Cold Shot, BlazeMod, and Carlos just chilling in a different building each, but Ivan was not ready for a pacifist kind of game. He went for a fight, got it, and drops one more player. I do see that BlazeMod is completely apart from the squad, and Radical did get revived, but I don't know, this kind of playstyle is something that I'm the biggest fan of, and I don't think they're gonna be in any more action no more. So I think we can jump back with the Wicked Main roster, which is gonna be probably close to a few players. Wait, why can I not jump with them? What's going on?
I don't know. I just jumped over. Sun's taking some shots. They get a few knocks and finishes on the SGH team. Will gonna knock Bailey. Bailey tried to get in that supercar. Not so fast, my friend. Careless going to hit the road jack. Wicked's telling you guys not to come back no more. Careless says, forget it, I'm gone. Definitely going to be making their way in the opposite direction. And Wicked Main holding this hillside for literally the past 10 minutes. Finally able to pick up 3 kills on the back of holding it.
Yeah, unfortunately I had a bit of an issue with the game, but I was able to restart it quite quickly, and a feeling is going to be in that scenario. We've had plenty of fights like that. Rosie is going to open up with a kill onto Apex, and thanks to that legendary sniper through the smoke, Will is also going to get a kill as well. They're going to continue the push as everyone's jumping down. Sun is going to be the first one to drop there. Resume gets the knock onto Draco. They are only missing on one, and that is going to be the wipe of Aphelion. Wicked Main, with a quick and easy push, are gonna be able to drop 4 more kills for the team, and that is 9 total for them.
That is a major squad wipe. Anytime you can get an encounter like that against Aphelion, you pick up 2 big frags early on. The push is just absolutely crisp for Wicked, as they violated Aphelion trying to get their loadouts. And I guess that hillside camping technique paid off there, as SGH actually... Oh, my God. Is Careless back in the area? Oh, Careless, get those tags and get out of there. Don't linger around. Your vehicle's about to blow up, and that could be it for you, but you've got to get out of there. Go! No, not the vehicle! Oh,
and it doesn't matter. Will got him.
Bastard!
Yeah, they had no mercy. It's gonna be this time around Whale, the one with the most kills for them. 5 for him. The 10th kill for the squad, and they continue to be on a high ground, you know. They don't even have to think about repositioning themselves. Why? Because the safe zone is still in their favor. They are just wandering around between this general area, but overall in the same spot, I would say. And so far, it's working wonders for them. And it's also working for the other Wicked roster, Wicked Elite, on which Ricky just got a knock onto another player. That's going to be the 3rd kill for them. Actually, there's no more fighting there. I think we could go with one of the Eclipse roster. That would be on the slot number 17, in which they are in the middle of a few teams.
Yep, they are in the middle of a few teams. Actually, this zone about to crash in. A lot of these teams are going to have to be forced out. Omega going to take down one. That's going to be an easy, cheeky one as he takes down Radical there. And I believe that's going to be it for Team 5. They might have one more player, Carlos, who is nowhere in sight. Actually going to be about 200 meters away, south side of the portion of the map, outskirts of the zone, trying to get some tags for another player. 30 seconds remaining for him to stay alive, and Team 5 might be able to pick up that on the back of Eclipse, actually rotating in early. So this could pay off here for them, as they are going to be potentially two players back in the mix. Got to clutch those tags up first.
Yeah, and with only 13 seconds on the clock, I think that might be the last flight. So only Blaze Mod might be the only one back for squad number 5. So it's gonna be tough, but let's see what they can do, because in the next safe zone, it's literally only gonna be the black market area, and it's probably gonna be super contested. Not the best kind of drop that you might get in here. I think we could go with another team in here, and that's a team which could it be actually?
Oh, dude, we're definitely going with Rose right now.
Okay.
They're going to be making it rain on Team 8, and Tragic NA going to be down to 2 players, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 3, as I did see a King Gamer get knocked and thirsted. Last revive flight actually going to take place in 1 minute now. The shots from Rose raining through as multiple players, you can see them, they're like ants on the top of that hill, bro. Shots are being fired. Spooky, get laced. 4 kills for Rose, who has found a lot of life in this Arctic 50.
Yeah, a lot of fight going on. I did see that Wicked, that's going to be Wicked main, use the airborne just to get a better view of what's going on around them. Not really. Actually, there's going to be quite a few people getting in there. That's a squad at 24, 1M. Thanks to the airborne also getting there. So, I don't know if they want to start up a fight or not, but yeah, plenty of vehicles are going to be used in here. And in a way, I have seen a rise in vehicular manslaughter, you know? they feel like a whole lot better using them, and it's working for a few and not so great for others. Right now in Black Market, there's like, how many people? I don't even know, like 8?
Oh, that's what it's looking like. It's about to be a slaughter fest now. Is Flixie going to die outside the zone? Ricky going to pick up one. Resume going to pick up one. Sun, the guys over at Wicked Main having a phenomenal game number 2, as they have found 19 kills, as this hillside has just been dominated by them. They don't have to push out. They can pick up the frags from here. Rose going to be taking some shots. Will's going to be taking some shots. Will's got 7 kills to go along with it. Eclipse, Miguel going to be the next victim. Spooky actually going to be taken down by Ian, so I think Spooky got rezzed, and Spooky actually gets taken out instantly.
Yeah, there's 10 squads in here. Tragic Shoe still alive for the longest time, trying to survive. Not the best one for Tragic U. It's slightly better for some others, but specifically Wicked Main has been having a blast. 21 kills total, and still going up, as they are currently pushing onto the Wicked on Wicked action, as there's that Wicked Elite roster on the Black Market area. Will has spotted them on that airborne onto the air, so they do know that where they are. They just gotta be cautious about it. There's only 20 people alive as well, so only a couple of fights remaining.
Only a couple fights, but this zone is about to condense so small. I could imagine that number is going to be cut in half here at about maybe a minute. 17 players. 3 players already dropped after we mentioned 20 players alive. So that'll just tell you this zone is about to come down. And when it does, it's going to bring a lot of force with it. Bot actually picking up a few on Lawless, and that IM team actually, or 1M team, going to be down to 2 players. They're going to be forced to rotate in. Tragic NA are out. Wicked Elite actually going to be down to 2 players now as Ricky and Wee going to be the last 2. Evan and Beta getting the kills credit. And Evan going to be taking some shots, but Ricky going to be taking a hit from behind. That's going to be Wicked Sun doing some damage from some range. And now Wicked Main looking to make their third-party attempt. Efforts coming through. Rose picks up 1 and Wee, and that's going to do it for Wicked Elite in game number 2.
The snipers are back, I can assure you that. There was a period of time where only selected people still decided to use them. Well, nowadays, a bunch still do. Sun is gonna pick up kill number 8 for him. 28 for Wicked Main. This is exactly what we were talking about last game. They got stomped on too early and they were unable to successfully get more kills. But now they're on a rampage, of which Sun is a part of, as he picks up yet another frag for the team. And this is currently a 4v2. Rose is gonna be in the middle of a fight, gonna be dropping dead. Resume does get a knock onto Juani, and J2 is gonna be in the area. Not gonna be able to get a kill. Resume and will do. That is the end of this second game, and the 30 bomb has been dropped in front of us, Verdict.
Yo, I swear to God, I think Sun and Will and Resume heard me talk about how big carry they got game number 1. Game number 2 looks a little more evenly distributed as the 30 piece comes through. 9 kills apiece for Rose and Sun. Will picking up 8. The 30 piece is in full effect, if I'm not mistaken. I'm taking a look at the details.
Yeah,
31 kills. Good God, in a first place finish. I was expecting another team to put 15 plus on the board. No one even got close. 10 was the second highest kill for this lobby. That'll tell you how dominating this Wicked Main team just absolutely destroyed. Started on the hillside and literally ended on that very similar hill, literally on the opposite side of it. Where we didn't even get to see was that a black market or downtown area? Downtown finish?
It was on Black Market, the last area.
Black Market,
yes.
okay, so Black Market, where it literally didn't even come down to a small zone. The zone didn't even get a chance to crash in. Those guys picking the lobby apart, and a hell of a great job there for Wicked Main as game number 2 goes in their hands. 31 kills to go along with it. Good God, man.
Yeah, they already had an immense amount of advantage over others with the amount of kills. But like you mentioned, they had the high ground, they hold on to it, and a lot of teams try to go by that path, but they were there to prevent that, and successfully so, just annihilating everyone who got into their way, and not happy with that, then proceed to push with the snipers. And that's the thing that I was talking about. For a while, we did start to see a rise of other weapons, but the snipers seem to be really, really strong. Specifically, that legendary Arctic with the what is the word where you see like thermal vision?
Yeah, the thermals. Yeah.
Thermal sight is like it is pretty solid. Even more so because I feel like it's really, really steady as well. So it really helps with the long shots too.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those things that you can violate people through the smoke. So they throw that smoke down trying to get into, say, an airborne or trying to get their loadout. You can't have anything that could cover you in that instance. You're literally going to have to get behind a rock, a wall, any of that. And, out in the open, like everyone was, pushing towards the loadout, we saw it. The hill violation was the absolute realest from Wicked, as they had a phenomenal hold on that hill the entire game. Literally, I spectated them. 10 minutes had passed, and they were on that same hill before they picked up a full squad wipe on Aphelion. And then that same hill, they rotated on the backside of it going towards Black Market, and literally didn't even have to leave off of that hill. It was crazy. They literally held that same... It was like maybe a 250 meter radius that they maintained, and just kind of kept the lobby in check the entire time.
Just like looking left and right, finding an enemy, getting him out, just proceeding to push for some other places, and then get the enemies as well. Just ruling the last circle for themselves. And that's the end of the first two games of the night. Halfway through, and with these games done, we may not have live scoring, but I think if not first, there would be a. No, I would say that they are first right now as we speak, right? Talking
Oh,
about
Wicked, definitely. They had
Wicked.
decent kills in game number 1. I think it was 14 in a second place finish. And then they had a 31 kill game to go along with a first place finish. They are absolutely in the first place area. As a matter of fact, I don't think that Tragic, it was NA that finished first last game, right? 23 kills?
Yes.
You know, I don't think they even had, as I was looking at it earlier, I don't think they had more than 10 kills, and they did not finish in the top 5 area. So they're going to be dropping without a shadow of a doubt. So we're going to get geared up for a game 3. And man, I am is about as excited after seeing a 31 piece coming from Wicked Main. Just absolutely ridiculous. Is anybody going to be able to top that tonight? I don't know. It's been a while since we've seen a 30 kill game, right?
Not too often we see it. Like we've seen overall plenty of interesting stuff, right? The fact that we had 2 over 20 last one, and on this one a team with 31. You don't see that every day, and even less so back to back, right?
Oh, facts. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it from like weeks past. I don't think we've seen anything like maybe a 30 bomb 3 weeks ago. I think it was AMK who did it. But since then, I haven't seen anything of the nature. Interesting.
Yeah, and right now I do notice that I don't know what happened with the with the people of right. I don't know who 69WP was, but left the lobby, and now Dior is in his spot. Seems like we're getting started for game number 3, and I don't know if like the results thingy. Does anyone have any idea if they changed back to what it was? Because I don't know if you remember that since last week we had that issue that if you were looking at someone's profile, it would be as if you were not ready. So I don't know if it's still like that, and if it is, that would be really inconvenient, I would say.
It is really inconvenient. I know that is something that literally can be controlled. So if you're in the lobby, don't touch anybody else's profile. It's simple enough. 31 kills, and I'm looking in chat. 31 kills. Sheesh. Absolute sheesh moment there. Hype in the chat from Wicked Sun and Wicked Main as they take a massive W in game number 2. And yeah, I think that they need to figure this out. I think there needs to be a ready button of some sort. Well, not a ready button, but like a squad ready button, maybe. Like if your squad isn't ready up, we can kick them. It's just one squad ready button, right? Or something of that nature. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I still say it, like having 100 players. Sometimes you like lose your mind, want to look at someone's profile picture, and then you get distracted and you leave your device there, right? You're not even looking at the screen. You don't know that they're trying to start the game, and you actually are ready. So yeah, it's not the best move, I would say. I do find it funny the message that we have for the thumb sleeves this week. You know, hey Birdie,
that was all
sleeves?
grim. Birdie, can I have some? You absolutely can have some thumb sleeves. Getting geared up for the third game of the day, sincerely, as we are sweating it out. Wicked Main showing up and showing out, popping off in game number 2. 31 kills to go along with a first place finish. They are surely going to be in the lead after that performance.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's see if they can keep it up, though, because although that was a great, extraordinary performance, they still gotta continue to do so, because yes, they are in the lead, but they gotta maintain it. It is still not warranted just yet, so they must have at least overall 2 generally average, above average, good games, and that would be good. But of course, if they get another extraordinary game, it's always the best move to go for. Only a couple more seconds remaining. And like you mentioned, twice in a row now that it's Wicked Main, the only team going for the aerial platform. of which there is gonna be that availability again.
Seemed to work out for them last time. As a matter of fact, they didn't, like, literally, the platform was, like, right off a standoff, and they made a, I don't know, a hop and a skip over the river and just held that hillside on the top side of Black Market, and literally just violated kids from that area. Game number 3 starting up, and I'm seeing that aerial platform right in between Pipeline Crash and Launch Base. I don't know if Team 10's going to be making their way there, and if they do, are they going to have some company? Philly and heading towards the farm area. Plenty of teams going dock. I don't see anybody else. Ski Town looks pretty sweaty now. It looks like they're going to be heading up to Ski Town and Dormitory. And we might have a little bit of action from Tragic EU, who have opted to go to the platform. Whoa!
Hey! Ooh, they didn't get it completely.
What an effing chat.
They missed it.
They completely
Wow.
missed it. Chiz pretty pissed right there. Oh my god,
Oh,
we
they're
got...
fighting with the melee. They're
Oh,
fighting
Chiz,
with
run,
melee.
Chiz, run!
Oh, try to go up, but misses. Oh, there you go. Oh god. Picks up a shotgun. Okay. Chu and MVP gonna get a few kills. SGH is in the area as well.
Yeah, there's 3 teams here. This is a sweat fest. More like gonna drop. MVP gonna drop, but more like down. Chu taking some shots. Resume's weak. Resume, 1 shot. He's gonna be able to evacuate. And the res should come through as Wicked gonna be forced down the top side. Can't say that the guys over at Tragic EU won this battle, as I don't think they got any kills off of it. Actually, I don't believe anybody got any kills off of it.
Oh, they're not done. There's people with a melee. Okay, Tragic 2 was able to avoid it. Cheesy actually got to 50 HP because of that swing with a katana. You gotta be cautious. Tragic 2 ends up clutching that kill. And although it apparently seemed like they were not getting any, ended up with 3 total for them. And I do want to see what happened with Wicked Main. Seems like that they left the area. Resme is currently 1 HP. Sun is in a completely different area. Overall, like, one of them is outside of state, the other one is on Crash, and the other one is on Launch Base. So they just dipped out of there as quickly as they were able to do it.
And it does look like 1 or 2 players are actually going to be heading straight towards this last remaining player, Careless. Oh my god, they actually spot Resume. This could be devastation for Resume, who has literally been 1 shot for the past 3 minutes. I think he's going to be able to take a little bit of cover in this building. No, he cannot. Rest easy. He is going to heal off, though, but more like... And Chu going to push and thirst Resume. That seemed kind of personal.
Yeah, they went for it. They wanted to get him. Is there anyone else there, though? Wait.
We can land here.
I sort of switched cameras. 1 second. What was the number again? I missed it.
Oh, I took off too, bro. I didn't even see it. That was Team 14. Careless was the last one alive, but she clutched tags. SGH going to be able to be back in full force, and it does look like Wicked are going to be going back at will, but damage is done. Resume's down. Tags are going to have to be clutched for him, and Resume, or Rose actually, probably the closest one there. Sun may be close too.
That was not the greatest start for them. Tragic EU was able to properly fight that off and ended up in the best spot. Already with 4 kills, currently sort of on their own, but gathering up as we speak. I think that Cheesy is even in the middle of a fight, and Chu gets a knock onto Bailey. They helped onto that fight with Cheesy, so that's 6 kills now for the Tragic EU roster, who are now with a great start. I think we could even jump onto the squad number 17, the players of Eclipse, as there's a few players in that area. Wait, is there?
You said what team?
No, never mind. I think they're leaving. I said Eclipse 17.
Got it. We're on board with
We can
Omega.
land here.
And it looks like they are going to be on the outskirts of Kill House. They have Oh my god, there's like 3 teams in the area, but they are all are heading towards the Sakura. Actually, one is going to be Team 23. That's the IM team that we saw last game, or 1M team, but they don't look like they're going to make the push over. Even if they did, they wouldn't catch the Eclipse in the area. Omega and Team Eclipse going to be heading for the hills, and the zone going to start crashing down here shortly. I'm taking a look at the mini-map. Only going to do about 1 damage on that first circle, so no fear, no worries. We saw, like, literally 15 teams on the outskirts of Zone 1 last game. Will that be the same case here? As I'm taking a look at Team 21, actually, SNS. Oh my god, 8 kills on board for SNS, and they are owning this Ski Town resort now as Team 16 and Team 21 are fighting it out. Team 16 looking like they want to make a push over. That's going to be wrecked by Reapers, and this could be some devastation here. Which team's going to get the better of this trade could be an interesting one. Ravon actually going to be taking some shots. The push coming through, and 8 kills deep for this SNS team. Looking fairly decent.
Oh,
Rosewind actually going to push come through. Blocked. Going to be taking some shots. Oh my god, they might be trapped in this building.
Yeah, the collective push from Wrecked by Reapers is coming in place. Chill gets the first 2 kills onto Tess and Block, knocking them out. Now they're trying to run away, and then the process they get Rosewind. Kid is also pretty low HP, and so is Chill. Wrecked by Reapers are gonna get out. Chill is dead. Now Kid is trying to get into a fight position. His ally gets killed as well. Kid is the only health remaining. It's a 1v1. And Wrecked by Reapers are gonna end up on top. Kid is gonna get the rest back. And that, wait a second, there's the dogs. They gotta be careful about the dogs. We've seen that before, you know?
Oh yeah, those dogs are OP as hell, bro. Someone put that mutt down.
There you go.
Oh, the freaking quick scope from Kid. As Ravon gonna be healed. It's actually gonna give us an opportunity to find another team to jump on board with. I'm glad we got to catch that. Fortunate for SNS, they drop. And our output had a phenomenal start to game number 3. 8+ kills on board. Super impressed with you guys.
Yeah, really, really well done. Right now, looking at the minimap, and they're sort of spread out. The only teams that I see kind of together could be the Wicked main roster, who just got a knock onto Slimy with that grenade. I think they're gonna be now starting to fight, as I see Will with a sniper trying to shoot at Beta. Beta from IM gonna get knocked out by Will. Knocked and thirsted. That is gonna be the first one out of potentially many, as Rosewind now gonna kill Miguel too. Will with a sniper gonna be shooting at IM or 1M, I'm not too sure. Rosie with an ace. That's the second kill that I've seen from Wicked main. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes you don't realize how good they are, right? The grenades can zone out teams or even get you a solid amount of damage that unless you start practicing with it, you're missing onto a lot.
You're not utilizing throwables as well as these guys, you're not doing it right. As a matter of fact, they use that throwable to kind of anchor themselves into a push, where now they have a 2-man or 1-man advantage. It was a 3v3, End and Evan actually going to be the last 2 alive rather, for this 1M team, and Evan gonna take for the hills, and the Hoopty gonna pick up a tag on the meanwhile, and that should actually be a, oh man, he's did help but manages to escape with his life, and I think he might be running right into one of those players from the Eclipse roster, Omega, who actually is gonna be at the end of the circle, so he's good.
Yeah, Omega right now, I don't think he's trying to go for any sort of fights, as he is the only player alive for the team. Gonna spot but like I mentioned, does not want to fight. Just spot the enemy and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go my way and leaves that tunnel. Problem is that he's gonna get spotted by none other than Wicked main. Fails to drive properly. Now has to get out of it. Trying to run away. Only 20 HP remaining, but he's too hot to handle. And I don't know what happened with that car, but it's completely stuck there.
It is completely stuck. Literally had one side of the hill just propped up. Nothing really hindering it, just the fact that it bottomed out there. That's super unfortunate. Can't get any traction on those tires. Evan, as we see him popping off in the hoopty, he's going to take for the hill there. Wicked doing wicked things here in game number 3. 7 kills only so far. We saw them last game, about the same kill, maybe a little less actually, as End and 1M actually looking to make this push. They're looking to take Will down, and Will actually gets the better of that. I don't know how Will was able to jump on the car and then absolutely just violate End, putting an end to his days.
Yeah, you gotta get ready for pressing multiple buttons when there's cars involved. Will was able to do it, another kill for them. And in the middle of the map, I see three teams, sorry, in a general similar area in launch base, but I don't think they're gonna be fighting though. So maybe we can jump onto them actually. It's Tragic NA alongside with Wicked Elite that only has 2 more players, We and Church.
Yep, a 4-man roster for Tragic. They're looking to finish off this Wicked Elite team. Could very well do so if they play their cards right. We're going to see Flixie actually taken for the top side of the hill here, or actually drop down to the top side of the little, I don't know what this is, platform area-ish. Church going to be spotted in the supercar. Basic not going to be able to hit his shots, and more like going to get on board, taking down So We T. And this launch base area is this launch base area about to be looking like a dud now, as Wee's actually going to be on the north side of the map and or south side of the map rather, and doesn't look like there's going to be too much action. So, oh my God, look at all the players and teams on the diner area.
Engaging the enemies.
Wow. Look at that. That's going to be 5 squads, I believe. About 12 to 14 total players. My goodness. And none other than Wicked Main is going to be involved. They do have 3 players alive, of which Rosie gets the first knock onto Strikey. That is another kill for them. Eclipse is going to be suffering a lot. The 1M roster is there as well. Will going to get another knock onto AC. With that Arctic 50 going to start aiming at some others. Like, there were so many people around, and there doesn't seem to be a single clue of fear coming out of Wicked Esports that are now being pushed over by Tragic EU. Will gonna get knocked out. That is gonna be now a problem. Sun is trying to get the knock onto Cheesy. Cheesy running away. I don't think they realize that Sun is up here, so that's the best place to be for Sun, who is 1 shot away from getting a knock. Rosie does get the kill onto MVP, and that's leaving Tragic NA with only 2 players. Rosie gonna finish up that kill alongside with Sun. Sun is gonna be helping him out, and now Chu is yet again on his own. They're struggling a lot, but I do want to mention Tragic EU does have 14 kills right now.
Dude, Frank Didi actually going to be another victim to Sun here as Sun picks up his first official kill. I know he's got hella damage, though, as it did look like Frank Didi was trying to take a little bit of advantage there, trying to get maybe some tags scanned or something, but just got absolutely violated. Sun coming through, picking him up, and Chu going to be left to pick up the pieces yet again here in Game 3. Will going to be rezzed. I don't believe Chu got all the tags, but he surely should have gotten at least one. But it doesn't matter. He's on the outskirts of the zone here, and it's crashing down here in about 15 seconds. He's going to have to make a move regardless. But I just don't think he's got the health to stay out here. Rose and Sun, last 2 players for this Wicked Main team, and I got to commend them, bro. They held their on the push. Rose, big boy carrying yet again, though. 9 kills on board. Jesus Christ.
They're going to get Will onto the right flight as well. That's going to help them a lot. Tragic EU started off really, really strong, getting 2 knocks onto the Wicked Main roster. But then after that, like you mentioned, it was all Rose and Sun. Although Sun only has 1 kill, I do get to mention that he was doing plenty of damage to the enemies. So, you know, remarkable as well. As I'm talking about the teams, I got to mention there's 13 squads alive. And if you look at the minimap, you're going to see plenty of colors all over the place. One of which is going to be that Tragic NA roster, which is in the middle of the launch base area. And surprise with the snipers, but Ultra does not want to use a sniper with AK-47. Is that Namax? I'm not too sure. Gets the knock onto Complex. Basic with a sniper. I don't think you were able to catch on to that one, but Basic just landed a snipe at least 200 meters distance plus.
Good
like,
God.
My goodness, this guy with a sniper is OP.
That is phenomenal. Draco getting on board for Affiliate. They're a little bit quiet here in Game 3 as I'm taking a look at it. 3 kills on board. That was one of them. Plague.
You got another one.
Flixie gonna get the finish. Shots gonna be taken. Everyone trying to make their way into zone, and now it looks like Tragic NA are looking a lot like the Wicked roster from Game 2, as they have great map control here. The zone going to start crashing in. It's going to force them down, and we're going to see plethora of teams actually converging on that drop. There's going to be Wicked Elite, who are, oh my god, we going to get hit by the vehicle, but is going to be able to stay alive. Oh my god, Christina get lasered. We gets barreled, but is still moving along. Bailey going to be taken down. Thongy going to get one. Will going to get one on Ultra in the fight against Tragic NA are gonna come through, and Will's gonna be able to get one cheeky one as Basic drops. Does he get the finish though?
Rosie gets knocked down by Basic, and that is now a problem for the Wicked main roster. I do see Will throwing a nade. That could be pretty clutch as there's 2 players. Unfortunately, not gonna be the case. There's no more revive flights, and Will continues to get pushed over by the Tragic NA roster. Just looking left and right, gonna spot the first enemy, trying to go for a snipe. Not gonna be doable, uses the ninja. Gonna be surprising the enemy, goes for the shot and gets it. Will might be a one-man army, but that's all he needs as he picks up his kill number 7. And there's plenty more action in the surrounding areas. But that was a good kill for Will.
We're on board with Ricky picking up their 13th kill for Wicked Elite. Draco yet to get on board for the Affiliate team, and actually he's a one-man wrecking crew. 1 player left for Affiliate, and that's going to be him. And Radical, Will, a bunch of solos left. Basic and King Gamer going to take this side, top side of the hill. Draco's going to get pushed. Draco just absolutely violated. That was just devastating to watch. And just saw on the feed, Papa Taco picks up their 5th. 7 kills on board for them, and this is actually looking like a decent game here for Maniac Aces, as they have some decent map control. They only have 1 full squad left to deal with, and that's Wicked Elite. Church actually make that just 1 squad with full players. Lead drops. Radical gonna get the knock and the finish with the nade.
Yeah, and it could be really doable for Maniac Aces. They're holding on to their ground. They have not the highest hill, but pretty close to it. They also have that airdrop that I'm sure they're going to be getting gear from pretty soon. I don't know if they realize that there's that SGH player Lullaby in the surrounding areas. I think at this point is on which you stopped seeing footsteps on the minimap, which can be pretty tricky. You know, it all comes down to what you see and what you hear. Basic from Tragic gonna knock out Ricky. That is another kill affecting that Wicked Elite roster, because Wicked Main is out, but Wicked Elite is still here with 15 kills for them. 2 players alive, 1 of them knocked. I think Ricky is getting revived by Thongy while Church is just defending them. Manic Aces is gonna be in the air, and I don't think they're gonna be aggressive. You know, they just want to fly for a little while and hopefully wait for enemies to fight between themselves.
See here as their time in the air is going to come to a conclusion. They're going to look to play for some positioning here. Papa Bear actually going to be the only one who pushes up. I'm not sure where the call out was there for them. And now 3 players left alive. Thongy going to drop the zone. Layla going to be taken down. SGH going to be down and out. 3 squads left. 7 players left alive. Jay, Tommy taking down 1. Or Jay actually taking down 1 in King Gamer. And I think that's going to do it for Tragic. NA. Church going to be making the rotations downhill, but is going to be met with plenty of force. As Church looking to clutch it up for the Wicked Elite squad. Shots are going to come through. Multiples. Going to be able to take advantage. Papa Taco pushes up. Papa Taco gets lasered. Church not going to be able to get the finish, and that's going to do it. Game number 3 goes in the hands of the guys over at Maniac Aces.
Yeah, Maniac Aces have done it. You mentioned the fact that there were still 4 players in there, while a lot of the people in there just didn't have a full squad. They just waited it out, you know? They were patient. They wait for the right timing to actually go for a push. They take the dub, they take 10 kills, and they steal victory out of the hands of the other remaining teams. Church did have a strong last standing, you know, was able to survive for the longest time, was able to even get a knock as well, unfortunately not a kill. But the props completely go for Maniac Aces, who yet again are going to be the first place of one of these games. They are no new names for us, you know, we've seen them have plenty of good games, unfortunately not being super consistent. Today they've been struggling, but now have finally been able to do it, and with a solid amount of kills too, right? 10 kills.
Absolutely. They take game number 3, and we're going to get geared up for our last game of the night. 10 kills on board for Maniac Aces and a dub. Wicked Elite team number 11 takes second place in a 17-kill game. Tragic NA, off the backs of losing 2 players right before that final zone, managed to pick up a third-place finish and 16 kills. What a sweaty game number 3. This looks like it's a little more evenly distributed, but the lobby absolutely just... It looked like it was a little bit, evenly distributed, but the guys over at Wicked Main still managed to pick up 19 kills on the back of Will and Rose, carrying 9 and 8 kills respectively, 19 in total for that squad. Looking at Team 1, that's Tragic EU. They got wiped out. Finished 13th, but with 14 kills on board. This is going to make for an interesting scoring night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do believe that there's a high chance that Wicked Main are gonna be on first, but once again, it's not gonna be secured, right? With teams getting the 17, like it was Wicked Elite, with teams getting like 16, Tragic NA, we saw it as well. Tragic EU trying to get their way through as well. There's that top 5, I think, is gonna be rather close in the first 3 games. And the fourth one is going to be the side factor for us sort of securing a spot, right? As you all know, we don't have a live scoring this week, unfortunately, but we're just giving you out the unofficial results, right? We don't have the precise numbers. We're just sort of guessing on the performance that we've seen so far.
Yeah, just based off of the tone of the event, I got to say Wicked Main probably going to keep that first spot. But it's going to be a close one, as Tragic NA had a decent third game, decent second game too. Nothing to be, contesting for that number 1 spot, but it's definitely going to be a close one. Papa Taco playing. I don't know if that's really Papa Taco or not. Can anybody confirm that in chat? It looks like him, but I really can't speak on it because I'm not 100% on it.
What was the slot? That's Maniac Aces. Let me try to... I mean, it could be, but like you mentioned, it's kind of hard to be sure. Player info. Does he by any chance have them open? It could be. There's a lot of ranking here. I don't know. Let's just
I'll look
let's
into
just say
it,
that
yeah.
it might be.
It might be.
It might be indeed. So out of the Eclipse rosters, I think the one you were talking about, it was the slot number 17, maybe. They have had a few good fights, but overall, unfortunately, not been able to get an outstanding game, at least as of the first 3 games. So now, as we wait for the last one to begin, you can only wonder if there's gonna be another new team sort of surprising us, right? Maniac Aces was one of today's surprises as they brought back victory for themselves. So you can only expect the unexpected. We could see some others. Of course, we've seen it was 1M that got on that top 5, and depending on what they were playing, it could have been closer or not so much for that first place, but it's doable. Like if you fight your fights properly on the last top 5, you could steal victory out of someone else's hands.
Okay, I can confirm that is not Papa Taco. That is Maniac Aces Senpai, who made a name change to that Papa Taco name, so that is not him.
Oh, got it.
How original. Let's
This is
go.
a tournament. Yes, this is. Goated. This is a tournament indeed.
Not Taco choking. That's not Taco. All right, we're going to get geared up for the fourth and final game of the night. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm exhausted. It's been one of those days. As a matter of fact, I've been up since about 6 a.m. this morning. Literally had to run into the store, get a few things in line for everything to be fine for opening. Rushed all the way back to the house right before Mobile Mayhem started, and it's just been on the ball ever since. So I'm exhausted. I know you guys are tired. It's late. It's literally 12:04 p.m. or 12:04 a.m. Jesus Christ. So we're going to go ahead and get started up with this fourth game. We're not even going to hold back. Go ahead and pop that bad boy, Echo, if you're in chat. Start it up.
What's up? What happened there?
I am not 100% sure.
Having issues with the emulator, or?
No, I'm good. I'm ready for
Oh,
for
okay,
Echo
okay.
to fire this bad boy up. He hadn't started it yet.
All right. I don't know. The sound you made. I was like, wait. Is there something going on? But nah, we're good then. We're good. I do get a mention something completely unrelated to what we've been talking about, even completely unrelated to the tournament. Have you guys seen that new logo of the Discord server of Meseeks? I guess it's looking clean. Like, I really like it. And if you guys are not part of it, I would highly suggest for you guys to join, so you can find out about this tournament and many others that we run at Meseeks. You know, there was someone wondering if this was a tournament. Well, it is, and we do some others, so make sure you join the Discord server. Now, we're gonna be starting with game number 4, and before that, Valka drops in that winner into the chat. Thank you so much, Valka. Much love, appreciate it.
Yo, Valka just too OP tonight. Absolutely love you, girl. SNS doing a lot for the community, a lot for this tournament in particular. Valka usually does the live scoring. This week, not going to be the case. That's quite all right. We absolutely love and appreciate everything you've done for us and continue to do for us as we're going to get geared up. Game number 4, Meseeks Madness Royale coming down to the final wire here. Will Wicked Main take the bag? After a phenomenal 3-game performance so far, will they be able to be consistent here in game number 4? Or will someone else step up and take the bag? It's pretty much anybody's game, though. I don't know what the score is looking like right now.
It's gonna be open for quite a few for a contest. Game number 4. No more area platforms. The beginning of this flight is gonna be from the right side of Freed Wetlands, going all the way across to Countdown on the bottom of the map. Pretty much not allowing anyone to go anywhere beyond that lane that goes across between Raider Base and Circus. I think that would be like the longest distance, and even then you would be like sort of on that area that you drop and gotta walk yourself to that area. Looking at the minimap, I do see that there's gonna be at least 2 teams dropping directly onto the ski town, one of which is gonna be CGF, I believe.
Yep, we got plenty of teams going over Barone. As I see, is that 2 or 3 teams, and maybe just 2. But that's gonna be Tragic NA, or EU rather. Gonna get taking some heat. Ravon gonna get one. Chiz gonna drop early, and Rosewind looking to pick up another. MVP gonna drop more like, and Chu gonna try and get some kills here, but Rosewind gonna get dropped on. No, shots are traded. Chu gonna get the better of that trade, and looks like Morlek gonna be the last one alive for this Tragic EU team.
Yeah, Tragic EU now suffering like crazy. Morlek the only hope alive. Raked by Reapers having a blast over them. Morlek just trying to survive, but they know that he's there. He's gonna be using Ninja and failing while trying to use it. So that's only more bad news for them as he like that move could have been quite nice, but not gonna work out. Gets pushed over by Raven, but Raven actually drops dead. Morlock survives with only 30 HP, gonna be using that med kit. More people from Wrecked by Reapers are gonna be going up the stairs, but they gotta be cautious. Thanks to the Poltergeist, they're gonna go for the 2-1. He gets the double!
Oh, Morlock!
Morlock clutches the double, and that's gonna be the squad wipe. Morlock
Wow! A 1v3 from Morlock. Tragic EU
Unbelievable.
was about to get completely wiped. So long, sayonara, sucker. But that is not the case. Morlock woke up this morning and chose violence. 1v3 came through, and just like flies, they drop. Wrecked by Reapers. So long. We'll see you next week. GG's, guys. Wow.
Yeah, that's quite impressive. Really, really impressive. Now just picking up the dog tags like nothing happened. Gonna be calling back in his allies. No one else around to go up again, so that's gonna be the end of that action. But quite action that we had in there, and that we had for the stream too. Now looking at the minimap, there's plenty of fights for you to choose from. You know, you can go with, for example, the Squad 21 with Aphelion. Oh, I think we could go with Aphelion, who is quite close to Wicked Main.
Yeah, but that's only going to be Draco.
Oh, never
Draco
mind.
tried to play
Yeah,
some
Draco's
tags
leaving.
here.
Yeah,
He's
Draco's
getting
leaving.
out of the area, so we're going to go jump on with SNS as Team 22 actually going to be on the top side of this hill. SNS going to be on the bottom portion of it, and it doesn't look like they are 100% aware.
Airdrop incoming.
SNS Sice, that is. I don't know if they're 100% aware of each other's locations, but could very well be an interaction. That's actually going to be the Meseeks squad up top. They're going to be heading towards... Is that Meseeks? Maybe I've got a spectator glitch.
Yeah, they seem to be there, but I think it might... No, they're close to one another. It's gonna be Meseeks on the top of the mountain, while the Squad 21 of SNS is under that tunnel. So I do see that Chancho, for example, was aware of their presence, just looking at the outside of the tunnel. No one went there. Meseeks left that area, so no more action for right now. I do notice for Meseeks, they have 4 players, and they are spread out, 2 on Countdown and 2 on the opposite end of the map, entirely over at the outskirts of farms. So not too sure what's going on there, though. But yeah, looking at the
trying to look
numbers.
back up, and they've got some heat here on the outskirts of heat. That's going to be Team 20 and Team 6 looking on the inside of heat. Team 6 actually going to have 1 player left. They are going to try and thirst. This is pretty toxic. I get it out of here. They have multiple throwables. Tome, last player alive, and just looking to play his life. This is going to be a tough one here for him. So we'll bounce out of here. We'll try and find some more action. No one wants to see a 1v4.
Here we could go with EMP, as they're gonna be in the middle of a fight. They get a knock onto Beta, and never mind, that fight is over. They got that knock. It was only 1 player. All right,
One more
who
with
else?
Wicked Elite, Thongi, and
Ooh,
Ricky
yeah.
looking to take some action here. Is SGH actually looking to pull up? Bailey gets one Thongi down. Ricky gets the refrag, and Ricky
that
gonna be
animation
last
is
ones
so cool.
alive.
I didn't. Did you see the animation when you get a knock with that?
I saw
with
that, dude. It looked like the legendary animations.
I've never seen it. I think it was from the MX9. First time I see it, and I gotta say, like, it looks pretty neat. Looks pretty neat. So we and Ricky are gonna be the only 2 players live for that Wicked Elite roster. Currently fighting off against SGH. That was a 2v2 fight that Ricky and we decided not to take. They're gonna be leaving that area, and it sort of seems like the squad of Exotic tries to join the fun, you know? Exotic Code and Plagued are gonna be getting into the mix as well. And 2 players as well, you know, 2 on each squad. Seems to be the magic number right now. And although it seems like the Wicked Elite got into a car, or at least one of them did, they just move around a little bit, try to go for the dog tags. I think we could even go with the squad number 20 players from VSN that are on the heat area, fighting off against Tragic EU.
MVP gonna get the first.
Arrive in 1
Actually, MVP gonna be taking shots on another team, and that's gonna be multiple teams in the area. More like gonna get the headshot down. Sean, and I don't even know this odd character name. Excel. Gonna be taking some more shots. Excel looking to get away with his life, and he might do it. As Tragic EU actually gonna have a full 5 or 4 stack here. Absolutely a sight to see after a potential squad wipe 1v3 scenario at the beginning of this game. Just electrifying.
Perfect.
As Chew.
We can land here.
Was that Chew that did it, or was it more like?
I think more like it was more like it.
More like just an absolute beast, bro.
This time around, he's gonna be with the remaining of the team. They're over at Heat. There's still that one player from. Wait, no. Is that a? Yeah, there's a Wheaty quite close to there. I don't know what's going on. Might be trying to get a dog tag or something. Not too sure, because like Lonely is. Oh yeah, Lonely is into the mix. It seems like Sweetie is trying to support the squad as they are quite close to that area. So not much to be said over there, and I think we could jump onto the squad number 9 that are gonna be fighting against Nuclear's crew.
This team is absolutely OP. New Killer's crew, not a team that you can take lightly. To see that Stacy's is gonna drop down low, and First Blood gonna go in favor of bots. Sange gonna get credit for the kill. Scoozy gonna be able to regen health, and I think New Killer's crew might need to come up with a new killer strategy because only actually, they have 3 players alive, and they're gonna make the push in, clearing corners and angles. Oliver absolutely destroyed Envy there, and
The revived flight will
NRN and
arrive.
Looney gonna be the last 2 alive. Looney actually gonna be in the action here. NRN nowhere in sight, literally on the opposite side of the map. Might as well be. Scoozy gonna take some shots, and Looney just gonna be. Oh my god, Scoozy gets turned off. The MX-9 is just too OP, but for how much longer will they be able to handle it? Not at all. Oliver with the refrag. And that's gonna leave NRN, the last player alive for this New Killer crew, who finally pulls up. But the damage has been done.
Yeah, damage has been done now. Nuclear crew has 1 player left alone, and into the mix we're gonna have Mania. Sorry, not Mania cases. It's gonna be Wicked Main in that Sakura area. They do have 3 players. They may not be looking for a fight, more of a like picking up that airborne, but it does add a little bit of pressure, right? And if that was not enough, we're also gonna have Tragic EU just passing by. You know, it seems like everyone is just feeling an energy to go to Sakura right now. We do have also 23 just passing by. Just I don't even know what went there. You know, it feels like that airdrop just was looking too juicy for everyone to try to go for it.
We're going to see several teams in the area. Team 9 and 10-15 bot and New Killer's crew actually going to be on the top side of the hill. Actually in the deep side of Sakura now. Is Tragic going to be able to get their loot and head for the hills here, as we do see actually 1 player from Team 10. That's Wicked Main. What are you doing all the way over here? Is that Rose? Yeah, that's Rose. Will looking to get out of the area. This drop or this area going to be heavily contested as multiple teams are in the area. Team 3 coming back from a revive flight, actually going to be pushing up. So ET actually finds one on Scoozy. Huge opening frag. It's going to leave 2 players alive left for bot.
Yeah, bot not having the greatest time in there, only having Sonagi and Oliver just running around trying to survive as more and more teams went by in that area. The Wicked Main roster decided to leave, ended up not picking up a fight, so that was sort of a great story for them. I do see that they are kind of sprayed out a little bit, and even that team of Sweetie that only had Lonely and Sweetie herself is now back onto full force. You know, Complex and Godex were able to be brought back alive. One of them, Complex, is gonna find the car that Wicked Main is running with. And the next safe zone is gonna be with Sakura right in the middle, you know? Sakura had a lot of teams in the area. Well, there's gonna be even more as the safe zone is gonna be collapsing in the next 2 minutes. Carlos does get sniped. Wicked Main, it doesn't even feel like they're trying to go for any fights anymore. But even if they were not, well, Rosie does get that knock onto Lonely. And I do see Will using that sniper and trying to go for Sawiti as well.
Yep, Gotek's going to get taken down. Chiz actually going to be in the area too. So Killer's crew actually making some pushes. That's going to leave Complex and Sweetie. Sweetie going to get knocked. Resume and Rose taking some shots. And that actually might be leaving one player alive for that CFG squad. And that's going to be Complex. Wicked. Doing some pretty wicked things here in Game 4. Looking to close this 4-game series out with a high placement, decent kill range, but now they got Tragic EU in the area. Chu drops. Morlek taking some damage as well. They're going to maintain the top side of this barn, but MVP going to be in a compromising position. Actually, he's going to be on the bottom side of it, so they are going to be able to stay collectively calm here, but they have Wicked in the vicinity. Only 2 players to worry about, but those 2 players are a lot to worry about. Rose, as a matter of fact, literally has dropped 25 kills plus this series. Literally. Dropped 12 the first game, dropped 9 the third game, and I want to say 6 at least in the second. Or it was 8, actually, so more than 25.
Yeah, we've seen, like, Rose is just popping off today. It is his day indeed. Unfortunately, now the remaining of the teammates are not doing so hot. Will was able to heal back up, but Resume and Son are not going to be able to get back in here, as I think the last revive flight just took off. And they were unable to get the dog tags, so that's going to be unfortunate for them. The Tragic EU roster is still having a blast in this area, you know. More and more getting there, and one of those is going to be Tragic NA, so Tragic on Tragic action, in which Basic is going to get that first knock onto Chu. Now Morlek gets the knock onto Basic to get the revenge frag, but immediately drops dead to Ultra, just fighting all over the place. MVP trying to hide in this barn. Gonna start shooting at the enemies, gets pushed over from the back, goes for the slide shot and gets the knock, gets pushed over by 2 more, gets dropped, and now Cheesy, the only hope for Tragic EU. They had a 4-player squad, but that push for Tragic NA was too hard to handle and almost got the squad wipe onto them.
Too hot to handle, and now Flixie going to be dropping as Wicked Main coming through in dominant force. They remember King Gamer going to be the last one alive here for Tragic NA. This could be some devastation. King Gamer going to take some shots. King Gamer going to get the knock. Rose's down. Will going to be looking to clutch it up here, but is not in a position to do so. You got to push this. King Gamer's weak. You know it. The top side of this hill. There we go. The OP push, but his shots missed the first. King Gamer gets the better of that trade, and Wicked Main are eliminated. Tragic NA on the back of being third party. Get outplayed. King Gamer does not miss.
I do want to give it out to the fact that he has that Medic Plus. The Medic upgraded, you know, the upgraded chip. So he was able to use that adrenaline shot that, although he took damage, a lot of damage, eventually that Wicked Main player ran out of bullets and the King Gamer just held up. Took 40 more damage, but the opponent had to reload. He got the kill, and King Gamer continues with his reign of terror. 6 kills for himself, 11 kills total. Unfortunately, not going to be having any more allies, but was able to clutch that fight at the end. And I think now we could jump with the squad number 23, the I Am team in here that has 2 players. One of them is going to be Lawless, that is with an outlaw, and through the smoke, gonna get a knock onto Sean.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful. He's actually getting pushed from the bottom side of this building, and we're gonna see this Blink character actually taking some shots. Slide peek, get bodied. Oh my God! 2 players in. 2 players are gonna drop. Evan gonna get the third-party action, and the trades come through. Chiz says he wants some of this action as he pushes in the same building. He's got 1 player, Evan, who is actually going to be in the same box area that one of those players, and he gets absolutely violated. Chu on the top side of the window jump up, and now we've got 4 teams and 8 players left. All of them going to be on the outskirts of Sakura, pushing back towards zone, and King Gamer going to be in the airborne, dropping down as he is looking to get some more loot. Doesn't need too much, though, as we're getting to this final zone. 4 teams left, only 1 team with 2 players on it.
We had EMP with 3, but actually ended up losing 2 in the process. Right now, Alvos is trying to run inside, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Uses the bandages of the last second. There you go. Gonna be surviving, but let's see for how long, as Tragic EU still has 2 players live. And holding that precise angle, they're gonna find the remaining enemies getting inside, you know? So that is literally the perfect spot for them to be at. 18 kills total, and they do have the sight of at least 2 more enemies in here. Cheesy probably already told his ally about the remaining enemies in that area, and are not gonna be leaving anytime soon. Just gonna be waiting, throwing a few nades, causing them just not a great time to have. They do get sniped by King Gamer, which could be the biggest deal in here, just distracting him over. And this is a 2v1, b1. That if done properly, they can just surround the Tragic EU roster. You know, that could be a thing that can happen.
Could very much be the case, but King Gamer giving away his location probably was the worst thing he could have done. Chu gonna combine for some damage on him. We're gonna see the push come through. Spectrum gets knocked out. Esports Cold Shot gonna be absolutely obliterated. Chiz gets the credit for the kill, I believe. Now Chu. Actually, Chiz gonna take down another player from EMP, and that's gonna be Albaz. It's gonna be tragic on tragic action. Who will win, NA or NU, or NA or EU? As Chu and Chiz looking for the push. King Gamer has been pretty good under pressure so far today. The cluster strike comes through, and this is going to be where the push is. Smoke comes through. Chiz, Chu looking to make something happen. King Gamer not going to be able to recover from this one, and that is going to do it here. Game number 4 goes in favor of Tragic EU.
Gonna be taking game number 4, victory royale for them. 20, I think they got the last 3 kills, right? So 23 kills total. It is gonna be for this Tragic EU roster. Just being able to successfully clutch that one up. And all thanks to who? All thanks to Morlik with that just tremendous 1v3 that he had right at the beginning of the game, where he was able to successfully fight them all and also get the revive for the remaining of the teammates. So really huge props to him. That provides and helps to the victory of the squad, not only with those first 3 kills, but also 9 kills total for himself.
Can you do me a favor and get the screenshots? Because honestly, my game just crashed and I didn't even get the chance to see the remainder of anything.
Gotcha. All right, let me start taking them.
I
mean, I do see that.
Yeah.
I do have on top 2. We're gonna have a tragic NA, like you were talking about, with 11 kills. Then we have EMP on top 3 with 13 kills. 13 kills, that's a heavy amount of kills for EMP as well. We didn't see them too much today, but they had quite a game on the final turn. Wicked Main, once again, with Rosie on top, 6 kills for him. 9 kills total for them. I'm trying to find if there's any other team with double digits. That would be Team 23, the IM roster, I think. Yes. The IM roster ended up with 11 kills, sorry. And that would be it, you know. No other team was able to get onto double digits, but really good last circle fought by the Tragic EU roster.
Yep, that's going to do it there for game number 4. If you can see my game crash, I'm super sorry, guys. I didn't get a chance to show you guys the stats, but hell of a series. Game 4 under wraps, and I'm going to let Gilmania sign us off.
Right. Well, You guys have seen it. I wouldn't be able to call off any winners, but that will be posted later on the week on one of our socials. So keep an eye open for that. These games were quite nice. We saw plenty of stuff that we don't see too often. Like I mentioned, a game where two teams had a 20 plus bomb. It's not too often. A 31 kill race for Wicked main. Overall, it was really, really entertaining. Plenty of good plays, plenty of awesome action. I want to thank you all so much for being in here with us. It wouldn't be possible without you guys, and it also wouldn't be possible with the sponsors of the tournament, HyperX, JuJu Energy, SXC, and Trovo. Thank you so much to them too. Make sure that if you do end up buying something from JuJu Energy or SXC Thumbslips, use that Meseeks code at checkout for the sweet 10% discount.
Right,
And
guys.
with all of this being said, we have to call it a day, right, Verdict?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm super tired. I'm ready to go. Don't go anywhere though. We're gonna get ready for a raid. We're gonna raid Valka, who came
Yes,
through and
sir.
absolutely showed so much love week in, week out. Super supportive of the community. Got to show her some support. I'll be back live Thursday for Mobile Mayhem EU Finals, and it has gotten spicy over in EU, guys. You don't want to miss that day, as we might see Stamina play. We might not. Who knows? But if you follow me on Twitter, you already know what the business is. Go ahead and drop us both a follow. I'll be live Thursday. We're gonna go ahead and raid Valka. Much love to you guys. Meseeks Madness Royale is done. GG's, guys. I am
Bye.